Let's go to the garage.
We've got a lot of vehicles that need fixing up. I'll be in the office.
Hey, little dude, Chad here. This is the gas station where I work most of the time. That is, most of the time I work, not most of the time it's a gas station, because like it's always a gas station. Anyway, there's always people coming in with like flat tires and dirty windshields and other gnarly stuff, and I help them out. So if you want to help me out, just pull up an oil can and let's rock.
I like Chad's California dialect.
Nothing going on?
Hi there. Glad you came to lend me a hand. I'm Sparks, and I've got a lot of cars here that need repairs. Some need engine work, some need body work, and some have trouble underneath. But by the time we're done, these cars will be purring like kittens and ready for the road again. Just click on one of the 3 cars behind me to get started.
Let's do some engine work.
Click on one of the tools to get started. Okay, now let's loosen up the old belt and take it out. When you're done, just put the tool back where you got it. Great! Now let's go get a new fan belt. Now pop in that new belt right where the old one was. Okay, it's time to use that socket wrench again. Now just tighten up that new fan belt and you'll be done. That was fun. You're getting pretty good at this.
It's time for the air filter.
Let's unscrew the lid and get that old filter out. Now you're ready to get a new air filter. Now drop the new filter right where the old one was. Time to use the pliers again. Now just tighten up that butterfly nut and you'll be done. Great! You must have done this before.
Time for a spark plug.
Let's take out the bad spark plug.
Chad needs me.
I'm running on fumes, Sonny. How about a fill up of unleaded?
Okay, you have to take the gas cap off first. Time for the gas. Great! You must have done this before.
Much obliged.
Click on one of the tools to get...
Let's try the spark plug
Let's
again.
take out the bad spark plug. Time to get a new spark plug. Now pop in that new spark plug right where the old one was. Time to use the spark plug wrench again. Now just tighten up that new spark plug and you'll be done. Great! You must have done this before.
Time for a new battery.
Let's get that old battery out of there. Great! Now go get a new battery. Put that new battery right where the old one was. Okay, time to use the crescent wrench again. Now just tighten up the connections and you'll be done. That was fun. You're getting pretty good at this. Click on one of the tools to get started. Use the torch to cut off the old bumper.
Time for body work.
Great! Now get a new bumper. Put the new bumper right where the old one was. Okay, time to use the torch again. Now weld the new bumper onto the body, and you'll be done. That was fun.
We need gas, man.
Fill her up.
Okay, you have to take the gas cap off first. Time for the gas. Great! You must have done this before.
Thanks, man. You're all right.
Click on one of the tools to get started.
Let's
Use
fix
the
that
mallet
dent.
to pound out that dent. That was fun. You're getting pretty good at this.
Time to
Use
change
the
the
nut
brake
driver
pads.
to take off the old brake pads. Good job. Now get a new set of brake pads. Put the new pads right where the old ones were. Okay, time to use the nut driver again. Now just tighten up those new pads and you'll be done. Great! You must have done this before. Use the wrench to take off the old tire.
Let's get a new tire.
Great! Now get a new tire. Slap on that new tire right where the old one was. Okay, time to use the wrench again. Just tighten up that new tire and you'll be done. Great! You must have done this before.
Let's work under the car now.
Click on one of the tools to get started. Okay, let's get that old muffler out of there.
How about some of that groovy blue washer fluid?
Okay, let's lift the cap and check that washer fluid. Yep, it's low all right. You'll need a jug of that blue stuff. Okay, pour it on in there. Excellent! Now put that jug away and you're done, little dude. That was fun. You're getting pretty good at this.
Catch you later, man.
Click on one of the tools to get started.
Let's try again, shall we?
Let's get that old muffler out of there. Great! Now go get a new muffler from the parts board. Just put that new muffler right where the old one was. Great! You must have done this before. All right, let's take out those old shocks. Now you're ready to get a new shock absorber from the parts board. Now put the new shocks right where the old ones were. Time to use the socket wrench again. Now just tighten up that bolt and you'll be done. That was fun. You're getting pretty good at this.
Now we've got the oil filter.
Use the oil filter wrench to remove the oil filter. Great! Now get a new oil filter from the parts board. Put the new oil filter right where the old one was. Okay, time to use the oil filter wrench again. Now just tighten up the oil filter and you'll be done. Great! You must have done
Let's
this
go
before.
show another round of the same walkthrough.